Hello everyone. This is Walking Problem. Um, Singapore is discussing about wealth tax, and it's not so easy. Say, Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong, and I don't feel easy about it. So I feel extremely uneasy. I Let's read this article quickly first, and then we can talk more about it. So, Prime Minister said that the effort to ease inequality through wealth taxes faces challenge, including ensuring fairness and risk to city-states' competitiveness. So, we need to find a system of taxation that is progressive and which people will accept as fair. Fair means everybody needs to pay some, but if you're able to pay more, well, you should bear a larger burden. And if you're less well off, you should enjoy greater amount of governmental support, scheme, and benefits. So, Finance Minister Lawrence Wong stressed that a wealth levy will need to feed into a fair progressive tax system, and more detail will be included in the next budget in February. So, this is the problem. Why should the rich? No, I'm not rich. I'm probably quite rather poor, but no, why should the rich be paying more? I this one I really don't understand. So imagine if you are in school, you're in the exam, you got 100 marks, you got a full marks for your examination, and then your teacher come to you and say, you know, we need we need to reduce this inequality between the results, you know, in terms of the success in academic success, this academic success inequality, we need to solve this problem. So you got 100 marks, right? You should not get so much. So I'm going to take 20 marks off your 100 marks, and I'm going to give 5 marks to the bottom 4 students. How is that fair? It is not fair. It doesn't make sense. The to help people who are downtrodden, who are they are unable to take care of themselves. Yes, as a society, we try to to help to uplift people that are stuck. Maybe they are already very old. They are unable to upskill themselves in a way that they can earn more, or people are maybe unemployed. So maybe we need some kind of unemployment benefits to help people to at least not die or not go hungry. Maybe 50, 100, $200, I don't know, a month for unemployment. I will support something like that. But you say that to tax the wealthy more, I think it's a terrible idea. The tax doesn't go to you, it doesn't go to any one of us. The tax go to the government. The government, how they going to give you the money? They drop it into your CPF. It's still inside the government's coffer. You're not going to be able to spend it. You see, we raise GST and all the different things. When did the money actually goes to us? Yeah, it's not exactly that clear. Of course, it comes in the form of subsidies and healthcare benefits, but wealth tax is different. It's like you are penalizing someone for being successful, for doing well. That means you're penalizing success. You're penalizing excellence. That means the better you do, the more punishment you should get. I think there's something wrong with this premise. I'm strongly against the wealth tax. I think it's a terrible idea. To be honest, we already have the progressive tax. In our personal income tax, there is already a tiered system where the more you earn, the more you contribute in terms of percentage for income tax, and this is already a thing. So if you earn below a certain amount, you don't really need to pay income tax at all. And then we have our universal income tax, which is actually called CPF. I call it the universal income tax. This one everybody also have to pay. So in some essence, everybody's already paying their share, and then we have the GST, the goods and service tax. GST is perhaps the most fair and just system of taxation, in my opinion. There's almost no way you can escape GST because the tax is being rolled down across the entire supply chain, from the raw material all the way to the manufacturing, post-production, and sales, retail, to your hand. The entire way GST is accounted for, and typically rich people spends more than people who are not that rich. People who are not that well off spends lesser. So in essence, in terms of just GST itself, the rich are already paying a lot more. Imagine if they are going out for $100 meals or $50 to $80 per meal, and then you're talking about 7%, and it's going to go to 9% or 10%. They are already paying tremendous amount of tax for their expenditure. They buy one bag, they buy one branded bag for $4,000-$5,000. They are already paying more GST than any of the middle class paid in a single month for their just one purchase. They would, and that kind of purchase, right, for the super rich or the very wealthy is very commonplace. They always spend in thousands of dollars per month at least, if not tens of thousands of dollars in terms of the kind of lifestyle or the kind of car they are driving, the kind of house that they are buying, the kind of tax that they are paying, right? In a single month, they are paying more tax than you pay for a single year or more. So the kind of wealth tax is packed in Singapore largely through GST. In terms of your spending habit, the more you spend, the more tax you pay, and there's still personal income tax that actually charge pay, deduct more income, deduct more as per the more you earn. Of course, the very wealthy actually they do have more creative accounting or efficient accounting to ensure that they pay as little tax as possible, but even their little tax is going to be way more than the normal person's tax. So I'm really against wealth tax. I think it's a terrible idea, and I think that the PAP nowadays is getting really weak, very very fragile. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if something is going on behind the scene that we are not seeing, or some kind of influence group or a group of people that's influencing policy or decision making at a cabinet level to ban for this kind of wealth tax. Fighting wealth inequality is nonsensical. You're not going to fight inequality when you're attracting billionaires around the world to come to Singapore. The wealth gap is always going to be there. So I think it's a fool's error. I don't think that should be something that we should be tackling. I think this is a distraction. Putting more tax on the wealthy only benefits the government and the people in power. It does not benefit the people that is at the bottom and the middle level. I don't think it is that much. There's so many ways that we can get taxed. Just look at COE. People who cannot afford a car will never afford a car, so you totally don't pay this tax. Essentially, it's a tax, COE. And then you have the people in the middle class that buy car. You're not going to buy supercars. And then when you go to the supercar level or the luxury car level, the COE is a lot more expensive as well. So that is another form of wealth tax. There's already so many kind of tax that the wealthy are paying, and I really think it's a terrible idea to just tax based on wealth. Another level of tax for that. I think the PAP need to get stronger, and stop bending over activism or this kind of leftist or progressive kind of narrative and bend towards this, I don't think the people are asking for this. People are asking for more help at the bottom level, maybe unemployment, maybe when you're older, or maybe for medical, maybe for housing. I think we want more help, or or we want more attention towards this kind of thing, and it's not wealth tax. I think wealth tax is a distraction, and especially we're going to raise GST very soon, so I think all these are just stupid talk. Unfortunately, it seems like the PAP is taking this very seriously, and they said something will be unveiled in February. I hope we do not destroy what the kind of like system that we are having now that is already doing rather well. We just need to fine tune it, just like what Workers' Party always say. Spoil the soup, and then we will all suffer together. So that's my piece for this wealth tax issue. If this topic come up later with more details, and then maybe I'll cover it again. And really, PAP, don't stop bending. Be like Lee Kuan Yew, be firm. I'll see you in the next video.